Thank you for joining us in this new season. Life, the fertility of spring is upon us, allowing us to birth new ideas and connections and love. So thank you for being with us Sunday. My name is Nina. For those that don't know, I'll be leading our service today. And to get us started, I'll go over a little bit about Psanctuary Church for those who may not have joined us before. Psanctuary is a 508c1a faith-based organization. We use psilocybin mushrooms as a sacrament to connect us to divinity. It is our sincere belief that the consumption of psilocybin-containing mushrooms is a communion, which brings us closer to what is commonly called God. We understand this concept as pure consciousness, which permeates all being. This pure consciousness is, we believe, the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our faith in sacred mushrooms stems from prehistorical use by our ancestors and personal experiences of our modern members. It is our belief that psilocybin-containing mushrooms are one of the greatest sacraments that nature offers, raising our awareness so that we can access a direct connection to the source of life. We should not be mistaken for a medical or therapeutic organization. We strongly encourage anyone facing trauma recovery or mental health issues to work in conjunction with a psychiatrist, psychologist, or accredited therapist. Our objective is to help and support you in reconnecting with the universal source of healing, your own divine spirit. As we get ready to begin today's service, we ask that you mute your mics if they are not muted already. We want to let you know this meeting is being recorded, which if you have any questions about, please feel free to reach out privately. A portion of this service, we will invite you to journal. So now is a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. And please do, if possible for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for the service. The service portion of our gathering is around 30 minutes of silent participation on your part, during which time we will begin with a short meditation. We'll read the poem which the church has adopted as our acknowledgement of oneness with all that is, titled A Litany of Gratitude. A reading from our rotating text, currently as one Thinketh, along with an opportunity to journal your thoughts around the reading. A reading from our main text, the Tao Te Ching. After that, we will bring the official service to a close. From there, we'll move into an optional discussion period led by Eric today, which we've allotted an hour and a half for this portion until noon, and do invite you to participate if you called. And with
Athena,
that, yes.
The background music is overpowering your audio a little bit. If it can be turned down a touch.
How is that? Better?
It's still kind of loud.
Just turn it off. Okay. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining our sanctuary community in celebration. As we begin our statement of faith, we recognize that this statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are a primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to find direction and inspiration in our faith practice. And we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. invite Courtney to lead us in our meditation portion this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Happy first full moon of April and vernal equinox. I invite you now to join me in a short 5-minute mindfulness meditation. So if you're not already, please do get as comfortable as you can. You may adjust your position in your seat. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in through your nose. Out through your mouth. With each breath you take, becoming more centered. This short meditation is all about dropping in with what's here right now. It's an opportunity to simply notice the little things in our experience right here in this moment. So as you breathe, just notice what's arising for you. You may notice physical sensations. Maybe it's the feeling of your lungs expanding and contracting with each breath. Maybe it's your heartbeat. Whatever it is that you're noticing, just notice. You don't have to change a thing in this moment. Just witnessing what's here. Continue to breathe, using your breath as an anchor to this moment. You may begin to notice sounds, maybe sounds outside or within your space, the building you're within. Maybe sounds you didn't notice before. Again, as you may notice your mind wandering, or maybe the past or future creeping in to your thoughts, you can just notice that too. Short meditation is all about practicing coming back to right here and now and what's real for us in this experience we call life. This is something that when you feel the need to, you can take just 5 minutes during your day, even during service and discussion today, and try this practice. I invite you to take a few more deep breaths as we come back into the service space this morning. And offer yourself some gratitude for showing up this morning, for yourself, your loved ones, and your community here at Sanctuary. When you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes. Open your eyes and come back into the service space with us. All right, beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Pass it back to Athena.
Thank you, Courtney. Now, lead us in our litany of gratitude. And I invite you to unmute your mics if you'd like and join me when I say, we live in all things live in us. We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars. We live in all things, all things live in us. We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air. We live in all things, all things live in us. We call to each other, we listen to each other, our hearts deepen with love and compassion. We live in all things, all things live in us. We depend on the trees and animals, we depend on the earth. Our minds open with wisdom and insight. We live in all things, all things live in us. We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying. We live in all things, all things live in us. We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions. Thank you, everyone. If you'd resume your mics to mute. Invite Kevin to help us with our reading today.
Good morning. As One Thinketh, Chapter 2, the Sanctuary adaptation of James Allen's original work, As Man Thinketh. Our mind may be likened to a garden which may be intelligently cultivated or allowed to run wild. Whether cultivated or neglected, it must and will bring forth fruit. If no useful seeds are put into it, then an abundance of useless weeds will grow, produce seeds, and continue to produce their kind. Just as a gardener cultivates a plot of land, keeping it free from weeds and growing the flowers and fruits required so we may tend the garden of our minds. We can weed out all wrong, useless, and impure thoughts, cultivating toward perfection the flower and the fruits of right, useful, and pure thoughts. By pursuing this process, sooner or later, we discuss that we are the master of our soul, the director of our own lives. We also reveal that within ourselves the law of thought and can understand with ever-increasing accuracy how thoughts operate in the shaping of our character, circumstances, and destiny. Thought and character are one, and as character can only manifest and discover itself through environment and circumstance, the outer conditions of a person's life will always be harmoniously related to their inner state. This does not mean our circumstances at any given time are indication of our entire character, that those circumstances are so intimately connected with some vital thought element of oneself that, for the time being, they are indispensable to one's development. It's a lot of words.
Thank you, Kevin. Now I invite you to reflect on this reading. So if you have your journal nearby, we have some journal prompts for you. What are your thoughts regarding the metaphor of the mind as a garden? What do your circumstances say about your inner state? This may be challenging to explore, but if you are encouraged to authentically assess both the positive and negative aspects of your life, what thoughts are producing good fruit? Which ones are producing bad fruit? And how might you change that? I'll give us 5 minutes to kind of reflect on the reading today, and if you'd like to journal. I'd like to begin finishing up your thoughts. On to our next reading. The paradoxical nature of life and its mysteries are best experienced through the ineffable space we find in our communion with the mushroom. For more than 2,000 years, the Tao Te Ching has provided guidance and instruction for exploring the paradox of existence. It is for this reason that we employ the Tao Te Ching as our primary sacred text and invite all to study it further as you delve deeper into the mystery of life. I invite Susan to help us with our next reading.
Tao gives them life, virtue nurses them, matter shapes them, environment perfects them. Therefore, all things without exception worship Tao and do homage to virtue. They have not been commanded to worship Tao and do homage to virtue, but they always do so spontaneously. It is Tao that gives them life. It is virtue that nurses them, grows them, fosters them, shelters them, comforts them, nourishes them, and covers them under her wings. To give life, but to claim nothing. To do your work, but to set no store by it. To be a leader, not a butcher. This is called hidden virtue.
Thank you. We now begin officially closing out our service with some announcements. Katrine will be offering our members a mindfulness session this week on Thursday, the 21st at 12 p.m. And we will be hosting our community sacred circle at our Broadway space on Tuesday, April 26th at 5:30. So I will post a link to our events calendar in the chat once we close out the service, where you can find more information on that. And that is open to members and non-members alike. We do want to encourage and let everyone know about our More Than Integration program, which is a great resource if you need guidance and support in your journey with the mushroom. I will also post a link to more information on that, as well as our cleric training program that is in development, and we are excited to bring to our community for those interested in learning more about holding space with the mushroom and being part of that development process. We are very excited to have that coming to you soon. So again, I'll post a link if you'd like to learn more as we develop that program. Also, we would like to encourage everyone here to read and look into the Oregon petition that is going around religious use and the legal structure that they will be working on developing over in Oregon around working with psilocybin mushrooms and in conjunction with religion. So I will post a link to both more information around the council that's been put together and is organizing this, and the petition that is so important to our organization and to our peers that hope to work with this in the context that we are. And with that, if you have enjoyed the service and or the community conversation afterward, we'd love it if you would consider making a donation to help support the efforts of the church. All donations received gratefully go toward current programs, development and implementation of new programs, and operating expenses. And by donating, you help bring the reality of Psanctuary into fruition. So I'll post a link to that as well in the chat once we close out the service. And if you've enjoyed Today's service, our community consists of families and individuals from all walks of life and is open to individuals from any faith or background. If you, like many others throughout history, hold these mushrooms as a sacrament for sincere and intentional spiritual practice and would like to be a part of this community, we invite you to head over to the membership application page and begin the membership process, which I will link in the chat as well. Becoming a member is a 5-step process, which includes a discovery call with us. Members of Psanctuary Church have access to our growing list of integration coaches and therapists, members-only events, including sacrament opportunities, our membership portal, and our members-only Discord chat, which is a daily connection for our community. Also, if you would like to volunteer for any of our readings in the coming weeks or help with our Sunday service in any capacity, you can reach out to me at info@psanctuary.org, and we would love to have your support in that area. And with that, I will officially bring this portion of our service to a close, recognizing we've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us.